Hello and welcome back to my channel, back to another video and back into my life. Hi, how are ya? Good, good. How am I? Great, thanks for asking. What's that? Oh, Mel, why is your hair so big? What a great question. I would love to tell you. First, for those of you who don't know me, I am Mel, just a silly little Canadian girl getting her master's abroad, currently in Liverpool, the UK, or the United Kingdom, if you will. And yeah, just living my everyday struggles and putting them on YouTube. My current struggle is this beautiful hair. Yes, it's beautiful, it's big, but it's a lot. And it's a lot of a triangle. I'm having a problem with the shape in which my hair is growing. So that has led me on a journey to find a hairdresser, because obviously I am away from the people who usually cut my hair back home in Canada. So I need to find a hairdresser, and hairdressers here are very expensive. So I need to find one that won't break my student bank. So I found a hairdresser with a student discount, and I'm gonna go get my hair cut. So I thought I would take you guys on the journey of this little experience, because I have not trusted a new person with my hair in a very long time. And for those people who are biracial or have very curly hair, or, you know, Black women, anyone who has textured hair, you know the struggle of not wanting people to touch your hair. New people specifically, especially new people who, let's get into it. Let's just get into it. Good morning. Today I have to get my hair cut by a white man. And it's a dry cut? I don't even know what that is, because I have curly hair. So I'm gonna wash my hair now. I woke up early so I could wash it and detangle it really thoroughly, and then let it dry perfectly so that I can go, so my hair is in the best condition for this man. So let's go do that. So yes, you heard that correctly. I am letting a white man cut my hair today. So I've just showered, and it's a dry cut. Let me premise this video by saying it's a dry cut. So I showered and I combed through my hair, and then I got out of the shower, and when it was like a little wet, little dry, I combed through it again. So that's why it's looking extra frizzy, because I've detangled it thrice, but I've put no product in it. So that's why all the curls are separated, but I just wanted to make it as easy as possible for this white man. Now let me say how I got to Tony. His name is Tony. Let me say how I got to Tony. So there is a student discount at the hairdressers kind of by my place, because there's a lot of students that live in this area, and my course mate, she went and got her hair cut there. Looks great. She said, you know, it was very regular. She didn't get anything crazy, and she has pretty straight hair, like a bit of a curl wave at the bottom, but all in all, very much pretty straight, and like very much people in England have encountered that hair type for sure. And so I was like, oh, I don't know if I can go, because I don't know if they're gonna even be able to cut curly hair. Like, you have to ask people. Some people have it like on the website, like, is confident cutting curly hair, because I'd been looking at salons already in Liverpool, and some of them literally say is confident with cutting curly hair or beginner cutting curly hair. Like, they have them listed, which made me scared that it had to be listed, because like hair is hair, you know. So since it's very close to my student accommodation, I went in. I was like, you know what, I'll just go in and I'll talk to whoever's there. I didn't know who was gonna be there. So I walk in, and there's one guy like barbering another guy. There's a guy sitting getting his hair cut by like a middle-aged, very friendly looking white man, and then there's another white man watching TV. So I walk in, I'm like, hello, and then the guy who's cutting the hair, he was like, Tony, and the other guy turns around and he comes up, and I'm like, hey, like, I heard you have a student discount. And I showed him my hair. My hair was like in 2 pigtails, and I was like, can you cut curly hair? Can you cut curly hair? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay. And he was like, yeah. He's like, you sit down. I'm like, whoa, Tony.
Tony, no.
Not now. I have eggs in my backpack. And also, I can't make decisions like that. So I was like, can I make an appointment? Like, I'll come back. He's like, yeah, sure. So I made an appointment for today at 1 p.m. And here's the thing. He seemed very confident that he could cut curly hair. But he is also a white middle-aged man. And white men have a lot of confidence. And if somebody comes in the comments like, you're a racist, my grandpa is a white man. My uncles are white men. Literally relax. And I know the confidence they have, especially for things they can't do. I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand in my life. Okay? So don't come for me. So I'm like, is this just the confidence that comes with being who he is? Or is he really confident with cutting curly hair? So I was not eased at all by going in to talk to him. Honestly, I have even more kind of ambivalence about the situation. But here's the thing, his name's Tony, and I've already given him this complex like he is Italian. I don't know if he's Italian, but I've given him this Italian complex. Maybe I'll ask him today, and I'll let you guys know. And I feel like Italians, especially Italian women, they have very thick curly hair sometimes. I have friends who are Italian women, they got thick curly hair. So I have a little hope. And also, I feel like Italian men are good at hair cutting. I feel like I've seen like a lot of Italian men hairstylists, you know what I mean? This is basically the journey. Here we are together. I'll put in some pictures of kind of like what I envision my haircut to be.
So here are the reference pictures for you guys at least, because I'll tell you, they were never once asked for at the appointment.
But I need the shape shaped. I want to keep the length, but I need it rounded because I'm tired of the triangle. And the reason why it's a triangle is because since it's getting long, it's heavy at the bottom, it's pulling down the top. That's what's creating this triangle effect. For any curly hair girls out there, if you don't know why your hair's growing in a triangle, that's why. I have all my pictures ready. You know, he kind of knew what he was talking about when I went to go see him. He was like, how much do you want to cut off? Do you want to trim? Do you want layers? I'm like, I want slight layers, like shaping layers. But I just hope I don't end up with like a stairway to heaven situation, which I've had happen to me before. So I'm very frightened. But anyways, I'm a big girl. I feel ready for this new life, and I'm glad you guys all get to see it. So let's go, because I think it's 12:01. I'm gonna eat some eggs and then get to walking. Okay, so it's just about time to go. I was too nervous to eat, so I didn't even eat my eggs. I just made TikToks about my big hair, and now we gotta go. My hair is still a little wet at the top, so hopefully it dries a bit more outside, and hopefully he doesn't mind. Also, like, what is a dry cut? Do they like spray my hair? Like, how can you dry? I guess I'm just gonna find out. So let's go.
So with high hopes, I walked over to the salon, and I'll tell you, I didn't film in the salon because obviously I was not comfortable. I did not know these people, so I didn't want to film in the salon and like encroach on their workplace. So you will see me in 3, 2, 1 after the salon, after the style.
The cut lasted 11 minutes. Do with that information what you will. Just walking home now. Can't wait to show you guys. Oh, I forgot to get his name. And it wasn't even Tony. It wasn't even Tony. Oh, God. Yes, that man really let me walk out of the salon like this. It's just a shorter triangle. And I literally said I wanted to keep the length. What does he do? Gives me a shorter triangle. Just a shorter version of the problem that I went to go address. Also, it wasn't even Tony. You would think when I went in and I talked to Tony and I'm like, can you cut hair? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, not today. Can you make an appointment? He would have told me if he wasn't going to be there for the appointment, if it was going to be the other guy. And I didn't get the other guy's name. I forgot because I was obviously too distraught and I had to run away and immediately put my hair into a bun. Also, a dry cut, traumatizing. That man raked through my curls with a fine-tooth comb. I thought I was going to break his fucking comb. And he was really pulling, which if you know for curly hair, like that just creates more knots. You gotta be gentle, work with it, not dominate it. But no, a white man only knows one way, rule by force. And this is what I get. It was 11 minutes long, and that includes paying. So let me tell you all the warning signs I encountered, but still decided to stay and get my hair cut. The first warning sign was I walked in and it wasn't Tony, and it was the other guy. That was warning sign number 1. The second warning sign was instead of a cape, he put a plastic bag over me and tied it around my neck. The third warning sign was he dry brushed my hair with a fine-tooth comb. The fourth warning sign was when he asked for face framing pieces, like if I wanted them, and I said yes. He took my curly hair, pulled it straight, and then cut it at the chin. That's not face framing. That's going to be eye framing when the curl comes back. My fifth warning sign, just the general vibes, the vibes. The sixth warning sign was when I told him not to touch my undercut, but he couldn't help himself and touched my undercut. And he did clean it up. But I think he just wanted to do that because it was the only thing he was really confident in doing. Because I think he's a barber, not a hairdresser. The seventh warning sign, he called me babe. Like Babe Ruth. There's more. There's so many more. The eighth warning sign was he tried to revive my hair at the end, not with water, but with like this spray and mousse. I'm like, now it just smells weird and it's kind of hard on the edges. All right, so this is the end result after I've showered and put my own product in. This is what we got. Still not really what I asked for. Don't know what's happening. These are my face framing pieces. I love an avant-garde face frame. And you know what? I just have to keep telling myself, hair grows back. Hair grows back. Memories are forever. This is just a great story time for you guys, a great memory for me. You know what? He said, I'm gonna give her a haircut that she can talk about. And boy, I'm talking about it. So, this is what we got. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below. I reply to all of my comments. And thank you so much for coming on this hair journey with me. I will see you all next week. Love you very much. Bye.